When I heard this at home, I had this one question. What rules are we playing?
Ooh.
Right.
Are we playing,
Vince.
are we playing
salary
at
cap.
your time?
Salary cap.
Or are we playing now?
Okay.
Because hand checking in their time,
Right.
there's no hand checking now. You touch them now, it's a foul.
That's correct.
In their time, they can push you all around the court.
It would have been harder
And
for
do
the
you
Warriors
recall?
to score driving because in the 90s when you drove, you get chucked with a
All of
forearm.
that. All that running through the paint,
Running
man.
through the paint.
Man.
You get held. You know, all these ticky-tack fouls from the three they wasn't calling. So,
Like-
you know, if they played in today's rules, maybe Golden State, because they have the advantage of today's rules. But if they played in the 90s, I don't think it'll be close.
Hard fouls are different. Flagrant fouls are different. Like what they're looking at for flagrant. Now that was a typical foul. Let's go. Like I mean, it's just different. And we're talking about like free flowing. Do what you want. You can't touch me.
Right.
And we're talking about physical basketball. I mean, I remember playing against Scotty my rookie year, trying to figure it out. Like I'm looking at the ref, like that's a foul.
Right.
That is a foul.
He says, "Oh,
Did
well,
you see that? He's like,
welcome to the
and they give you
NBA,
one of these.
man."
Play on.
Yes.
I'm like, oh
And
man,
we're
he used to
also
laugh.
Speaking in an era where, I mean, look at Golden State. They won 73 games last year. Now they go out and get arguably the best player in the game. I mean, so it's hard to make those comparisons and not have the rules in place too.
That's my only thing.
That's
It's
the
like
only-
the rules, like which rules are you playing? And then I think that makes you
That
can
makes a
kind of
huge
decide.
difference.
You can
I
kind of
mean, it's a
decide,
huge
so to
difference.
speak. But I mean, both teams are good, and it's like it's all hearsay.
I mean, this is
It's
all-
good barbershop talk.
Right.
I
and
mean,
people-
good jump
I
talk.
guess
wanna talk about the
a better
matchups.
question is, which team is better? The 73 Golden
Win.
State team with the wins, or the team that won? What did they win this year? 60.
66, 67?
Right.
I mean, which one of those teams are better?
I think most people would take this year's team, right?
With Kevin, the Kevin
Because of
Durant
the names?
factor. Because of the Kevin Durant factor.
Right.
Yeah, just the level they're playing at. Here's the theoretical matchups. Pip, how do you feel on Durant?
I think I could handle Durant there. I would give Jordan the edge in his category. I think me and KD will probably be a wash.
Really?
6'11", the guy shoots the ball from all over the court.
You were okay on defense, I remember.
I mean, that's why I say it was a wash. I
right.
think we could kind of watch each other play out. Michael could probably take over Clay, but
Could probably.
Probably.
in terms of Steph and Ron Harper, I may give Steph
y'all
the
had,
edge
y'all
there.
had y'all had three guys that can guard Kevin. I mean, Dennis
Yeah.
wasn't a slouch on defense. Michael could
No.
guard him. You
But
could guard him.
I also think that we had a very strong bench. Steve Kerr, Tony Kukoc. We had good shooters in our bigs, Bill Winnington. We had a pretty good team. I feel good about my team. It's hard to say how we would match up with today's players because the game is different.
This team doesn't even have a championship, and we're talking about this. This is
That is the funny
ludicrous.
thing. Yeah, that's
Like
that's the
this
thing
team
I was
doesn't
gonna
even have a
say.
championship.
Right.
And we're talking about matching them up against
Right.
arguably the greatest team.
Well, that's because you have this conversation. Oh, when you
Well,
look at this roster and you see how they're
let's-
playing right now, are they the best team
Let's
ever?
talk
That's
about
what-
this after they win 3 titles, not
Let's-
when they're up 2-0
How
versus
about
three.
after we see them on TV celebrating like that? Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
Dennis
we
Smith
can't make
champagne.
that conversation right now. It's too premature.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the rules thing for a minute. I just want to know, since he brought it up, when you would play a young rookie
used to
Vince
cheat.
Carter. What? Yeah, this is what I want. Give it to me. What would you do?
He had
I would pull out
He had it all,
trick
like-
in the book.
he had it all.
Okay.
And it was, I mean, it's clever. I mean, you learn it as you go through it. It's like, it's one of those things you have to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rookie hazing and all that, you have to go through it. You just have to figure it out. And we're coming in the league after, like I said, he has all of these championships. So he's well-versed in these tricks, and he knew how to
No, what
Just
are we
say it.
talking
He's
about?
holding you.
how to hold. I was about to say he knew how to hold, grab.
Checking you.
It was amazing how you're coming off the screen and he could grab that inside arm,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like nothing to the referee. It was just amazing, man. I complained all the time, and it was just.
Was it just
And it was
fresh
legal.
meat when one of these guys came?
That
in?
was fresh to me, but I'm sure he's using that every day
Oh, now, right?
100%.
Absolutely.
Hey, and I used, and when I was asked, that's the point that I used from going through the years, and being held and whatever. I learned it from my first year, my first
I
couple
learned it
years.
from
of playing.
Scotty. I learned it from
Lie.
watching you.
That's true.
When you're winning, you learn how to cheat a little.
Absolutely. But and you get the advantage of the call as well. And when you know that, you take advantage of it.
What's
Why
the
not?
NASCAR thing? If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
trying.
Is that what they say, right?
Ricky Bobby.
I don't know. Did you teach the young rookies on your team that this last couple of years? Was that part of your veteran savvy you were
they're-
giving everyone?
Listen,
You can't do
They don't
any of
want
that
to hear
now?
it right now.
can't do it no more.
Right.
You can't do the
Absolutely.
stuff Scotty was
Absolutely.
doing no more. It's all about
Yeah.
the offense. It's about free-flowing offense. So the little grabbing, the little holding
Right.
the waist,
Right.
the little chucking when you come in the middle is not there anymore. So they're like, all right, I'm going to show you guys the offense.
Right.
Because the little defensive stuff that you learn coming in, it's not there no more.
Which do you like better? I mean, you played mostly in the other area. You've played in both. You're still playing in both, my friend.
I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for.
Okay.
If you like
What are
coming
you
from the
looking
east,
for?
I mean, I started from the
You like rough
the
and
grind. I started in the '90s where it was just beat 'em up basketball, and you had to figure out a way to score.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it was. And as you go through it, you adjust and adapt. And we've adjusted and adapted because we've been around so long. So it's hard to say what is what because now this is the way it is. So you have to figure out how to defend. And it's easier to get the score now.
Hey,
Because that's what the NBA is looking
I
for.
think so.
That's what the NBA is looking for. But like when you had the Pippins,
as you
the
get
Vernon
around
Maxwell's,
40
and-
years old, it's nice not to get beat up so much. So there's
Right.
that too.
Yeah.
There you go, Mr. I
at the
want to
s-
play for
but
2 more years.
But on the other end, when you get those young guys who can run,
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you and hold you. I'm taking that foul.
Crap.